course, I'm going to do the statutory. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm shocked. I know I don't have a lot, but 2,000 and I think 400 subscribers is a lot. That means 2,400 people are subscribed, interested in what I have to say. So I want to say thank you so much to every single person for dropping really beautiful comments, for your suggestions, for your feedback, for your constructive criticism. I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying my videos. I plan to bring in more educative videos just like the video you're going to watch today. So if you're a business owner, as you can tell, I look like I mean serious business. So I need you to grab your jotter, your pen, and your attention, and let's talk business. But before we talk business, I think you should actually click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on the other videos I'm going to be making. Without wasting too much time, let's get into the topic for today. From the title, I'm very sure that you can guess what we're going to talk about today, which is my monthly business reset. You know, the way literally all the YouTubers that I know has like a monthly reset or a weekly reset, but this one is for business owners, because in as much as you want to reset your personal life, if you run a business, I think you should be interested in resetting your business every month. I'm going to take you through what I do at the end of every single month to make sure lights and curtains is running smoothly. First thing I do at the end of every month is to take inventory of what we have. Now, when I say take inventory, that's definitely not me now. But before I got new staff members, I used to count what I had left. But now that I have staff members, I have a manager that counts what we have in store and he sends all of that inside our Google Sheet. So we have this Google Sheet template where every single thing that we do goes into that template. I'm going to talk about the template later in this video, but basically the reason why we take inventory is to make sure that what we had last month and what we sold actually tallies. I mean, if we had 50 t-shirts at the beginning of May and we sold 48, I expect that there should be 2 t-shirts left in the store. Now, you can say, oh yeah, I trust my staff members. They are amazing. I've been there, bro. Been there, done that. Now, I'm not saying that don't trust the people that are working with you. But to be very honest, this thing is very important so that you even have an idea of what your monthly stock is like, how your customers are buying, or what kind of products are they buying, what product is selling the most, what product is not moving at all, so that you can even up your marketing game for certain products. Another reason why I take inventory is to check what is tying my money down, to be very honest. So as of last month, I realized that we're not selling a lot of our journals. And I don't think the problem is the journal, right? I just think that we focus more on selling other products that we're moving so fast. And I just felt like, you know what, we're going to put a stop to our journal product because I hate my money being tied down as a growing business owner. You need inflow, you need outflow, all the flows, they need to continue in a cycle. Taking inventory gives me insights into what is keeping my money down. So if we had 100 journals last month and this month we now have 98 journals, that means those journals are keeping my money down. I could buy plain t-shirts with those journals. I could buy a new machine with those journals and keep my money flowing in the business. I know you're asking, so tell me, how do I take inventory? What platforms do I use? We use Google Sheets to take our inventory. I have a template that I use in my business, and for every month where we are done, so for example, we've done the inventory for May, the moment I review it, I lock it so nobody has access to unlock or edit it because the file is under my email. I mean, the general CEO's email. So you want to make sure that you're putting all processes in place so that nothing can be changed in the course of the month, right? Give your staff member or whoever is assisting you access to be able to edit the other month, but the months that has been taken care of should be locked. If you're still a bit confused, and I'm going to link that template in the description box. The second thing that I do is to check our expense tracker. So there's something we have called an expense tracker. I love it. It's very easy to use. And I created this template to allow my staff members impute every single thing they spend money on in the store, down to dispenser water, down to tissue paper. Yeah, is that deep? Except you are running charity. I'm running a business, right? So I need to know where my money is going to. So if we buy anything in the store, we have a template that shows what we bought, how many did we buy, who paid for it, who did we pay the money to. If you're wondering who paid for it, let me break that down. I am running Lighter Curtains as a business, and Temi is an individual and the creative director of Light and Curtains. This business is going to grow bigger, so I am cultivating the habit of separating myself and the business. And let me give you a very good example. Last month, we bought, I think, 2 machines. I can't remember, but I think 2 machines. And we bought like rack for our clothes. And that money actually came from my pocket. I have other jobs that I actually do. That money came from my savings. And that machine was a necessity at that time to be able to meet up with the demands of our t-shirts. When they impute it in the expense tracker, they put who paid for it, Timmy. The reason why they have to put who paid for it is so that when Light and Curtains is rich, I have a document where I can go and calculate all my money and what? Pull it out. I'm going to take my money. See, let me just tell you something. You need to run your business as a business owner. Like, you need to run your business as a business. What many people do is to just run their business, take out money anyhow they like or anytime that they like. If you're building something big beyond now, you need to take care of your books. To be very honest, me, I don't like bookkeeping. It's not just my strength. But as I don't have money or I don't have the resources to employ a financial expert, I will do the little I can do so that when I have that resources to bring on somebody that will take care of our books, it's easier for the person to even work with existing data. Now, going back to what I was saying about expense tracker. Expense tracker is very important even if you don't have a staff. You as a human being, how much are you spending on data every month? How much are you spending on transportation? How much are you spending on logistics? Let me give you a very good example. So last 2 months, I think that was in April, I checked our expense tracker. I realized that we spent a lot on delivery. So between April and May, my job was to start looking out for an alternative delivery partner because the ones we were using, they were not small business or they were not growing business friendly. And I just told my staff to, be on the lookout. I asked people around, I checked Instagram, and I can tell you for free that now we have a cheaper, I won't call them cheaper, but their prices are fairer than our previous delivery partners. Now, if you don't have an expense tracker, you will not know that you're spending that much on delivery. In fact, it was as worse as having to add money to our customers' delivery prices. So our customers were paying 6,500 naira for delivery, and in the end, I realized that on the website of our delivery partner, we were paying 6,950. That's 450 on each interstate delivery. If you never had an expense tracker, you will never know that you have been wasting 450 on each customer's order. And this is what keeping data and keeping your numbers, this is what it does to your business. Now, another reason why that expense tracker is very important, you don't want the people working with you to spend in a way that they are assuming that the business has money. So for example, we have Wi-Fi in the office and I have a statutory amount that we spend on Wi-Fi every month. If we exceed it, it's not my business, to be very honest. And that's because our work is not data heavy, except for our social media manager. So it's not as if we're a production company that we are working in media and we're consuming a lot of data. So I did an average amount of data in our Wi-Fi so that everybody has access to it. But my own is if it finishes before the end of the month, that's not my problem. To be honest, it's not really my problem. So in the expense tracker, if I see something that is like extra data, I'm going to ask questions like, okay, why did you guys buy data of 20,000 naira per month? Because you need to put these things in perspective. You need to be sure that your business is even making that much for you to buy data of 20,000 naira. And the truth is, you that are watching this video and you're a growing business owner, you don't even have staff. You don't know you are spending more than 20,000 naira on data. And your profit is not even up to, let's say, 100,000 naira in a month. I've not even talked about your operational cost. I've not talked about your packaging and all of those things. So you need to pay attention to how you spend money, how money goes out, and how money comes in into your business. Are you guys promising me as you're watching this video that you're going to work on paying attention to how you spend money in your business? And if you don't know what to do, I also have a template for you that is already made. All you have to do is just fill in the template, use it as much as you like. I'm also going to link it in the description box below. Life made easy for you. And this brings me to my third point, which is daily reports. So my staff members, we have a WhatsApp group chat, and at the end of every single day, every single day, everyone sends in a report of what they have done, how many customers they attended to, how many deliveries they sent out. Now, we have different roles in my organization or my company. We have our community manager or social media manager. I'm sure you guys know her already. We have our operations manager, and we have a new intern that also, assists with communications. And at the end of every single day, based on their role and their job description, they send in what they have done. The template contains what they have done for the day, how many customers they attended to, how many t-shirts were printed, how many t-shirts were ordered from our supplier. And there's even a column for like challenges. So in some of the challenges, you will see things like network was down, we had issues with delivery man, as usual. Normal. It's normal. Looking through that daily report gives me an overview of what has happened in my business that day. My community manager handles, sending out cash or payment to our riders, to our suppliers and things like that. So I send her money like almost every day because there are expenses almost every day. At the end of the day, she gives me a breakdown of how that money was spent. We bought toilet rolls. We paid delivery, interstate delivery, within Abuja delivery, and so on and so forth. If what you sent to me last week Wednesday is not tallying with what you have on the expense tracker, there's going to be a problem. So you see why the daily report is also connected to the expense tracker, because if you told me that you bought tissue paper for 1,500 naira on Wednesday, 22nd of May, I'm just assuming, if I go to the expense tracker and I'm seeing 2,000 naira on a Wednesday, I'll ask questions like, okay, why is it not tallying? It can be very stressful, but it's just 2 hours of your time to go through your books for the month. And I think it's worth it. I scroll through our WhatsApp, check date by date, and then check if it is tallying to our expense tracker. I'll be saying, oh, this is so stressful. Do you know what is more stressful? Losing money, losing clients, having a stagnant business, wasting money, and your business not growing. So choose your stress. The fourth thing that I do is to check my business analytics, and I do this using Bumper. Bumper is such an amazing app. I have a full video on my page talking about Bumper. You guys can check them out. They're amazing. And Bumper gives me business analytics like the highest products that got sold in the last month, how many customers I had, how many of them were returning customers, how many of them bought a certain number of products, what products sold the least, what location, what platforms did they buy from. So we have different channels where people can buy from, actually about 3. So we have Instagram, which is our major platform, and we have walk-in customers, which is like our next best platform. Since we moved to our new store, it's been amazing. People have been walking in, and I thank God for that. We have WhatsApp. So we don't take orders on WhatsApp, but there are some orders that come through me, majorly bulk orders, let's say like 100 and above, 50 and above, and they are through me. So we just put that under WhatsApp. So those are our major communication channels, and Bumper also shows me what platform people used the most. So I check my business analytics. And let me tell you what this does. I remember when we were at our previous store, we were literally on the 6th floor. Honestly, that was like my worst experience in business. Sometimes we didn't have light. And I was like, God, I need to move out of this place. I know many people that want to come to our store, but the moment you tell me 6th floor, they're like, okay, let's do delivery. And it just didn't build that customer to business relationship for me. And the kind of business I'm building is not I'm hungry, come and buy. No, that's not what I'm building. I'm building a community, a global community of people who love Jesus, who love creativity, who love quality items, and they just want to buy, enjoy themselves, meet us in store, smile with us, connect. Honestly, that's what I'm trying to build. So I needed a space where my customers felt at peace, where they felt good about themselves. I needed a space that feel like home. So getting my new store was also based on data and insights. Yeah, it was based on data and insights. And I made sure that any store I wanted to get, I was never going to pass the second level. So that's the second floor. So our current store is on the second floor, which is fair enough. I mean, it's not bad. Because of that, we've seen an increase in the number of walk-in customer. So that ranked number 2 for us last month. You need all of these analytics to be able to make business decision. Why are your clients not walking into your store? Is there something you need to change? Why are they just ordering on Instagram? And because my store is an establishment, I mean, I paid money to rent it. I need people to come in, right? Because Instagram is a borrowed platform, either you like it or not. It is a borrowed platform. It's not for you. So anything can, can happen any day. So you need something that is also off a borrowed platform where you can connect with your customer, where you have an overview or you have control of like email subscribers, working customers. If you don't have a working store, that's totally fine. But ensure that you're connecting with your customers beyond Instagram. A word is enough for the wise. Before I get into my next point, I hope you guys are writing. I hope you're jotting. Again, for my business analytics, I don't have a template for that, so you can use Bumper for that. But it's not magic. It is what you put in Bumper that you can analyze. So it's not as if you can go to Bumper and just boom, boom, you see analytics. You have to put in the data. For example, anytime you come into our store to order, at the end of every single day, my operations manager fill in the details of every single order on Bumper. I hope you've been learning. I hope you're tagging your friends and sending this video to them as a growing business owner. And all these things I'm mentioning, I have been doing them before I got staff members. So you literally don't have any excuse. And now to my last point. One thing I always review at the end of every month is also the culture of my business. And this is one thing I learned from my pastor that I will never forget. The way your business runs is also based on the culture of the house. So let me give you a very good example. Have you ever resumed work in a certain place and you see that maybe during break time, everybody they just go out, they don't come back until after like 2 hours. They are very lackadaisical about the work. There is a very high chance that you also do the same, even if you're a very upright person, to be honest. And that's not because you are bad. It's because that is the culture that you met in the house. So reviewing the culture of lights and curtains puts me on track to say, okay, Temi, we're not going to be doing this. Temi, we're not going to be doing that. Because regardless of all these structures you're putting in place, if the people working with you don't understand the culture of the house, things will go bad. For example, I have a laid down rule in my business. I mean, if I employ you, I tell you straight up, I don't play vulgar music in my store. I don't know if I'm not around if they play it. Ola and Salome. Do you guys? We don't do it. I don't do it. If I know about it, I'm going to send a caution to say, no, I'm building a business that is based, very attached and connected to my faith. I am very, very careful of the atmosphere I'm creating in my store, in my business. So anything vulgar music, we don't do it. And that's a culture. Let's say one of your staff members continually plays vulgar music and you know about it and you don't say anything. You've sent a message to a new intake that, they can also play vulgar music. And that's how culture builds up. The culture of your house, the culture of your business is very important. You also have a culture of excellence in lights and curtains. And this is something that, my business has thrived on. From the moment you enter lights and curtains, I will ring it in your ear like no tomorrow. Excellence is our watchword. If you will not wear it or take it, don't ever send it out. If you know that they will give you will not be happy, don't ever package it and send it out. And if a customer is angry, we apologize. We find ways to make things work. We don't leave them in limbo. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So the culture of your house has to be reviewed every single month for you to check, okay, is this person on track? And the thing with culture is you have to be ringing it, because people are coming from different walks of life, how they know how to do their things, and they're coming into your system. You have to repeat it over and over again that we don't do this here, we do this here, we don't do this here. Another culture that we have in Light and Curtains is a culture of love. I mean, I try my possible best to make sure that none of my staff members are at loggerhead. I mean, they can have personal, because two human beings cannot exist in a space without having like misunderstanding. They can have, personal misunderstanding, but I never want to breed a culture of bitterness, a culture of, this kind of workspace where everybody's just angry with each other. That's not my vibe. So if I will not take that when I have 1,000 employees, I'd better start not taking that when I have 3 employees. I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say. So anything you will not take, quickly say that you will not take it so that they will not give you. Build the culture. You are the leader. Build the culture of your business. And building culture does not start when you have staff members. Building culture starts from you as the owner of the business. Even you. How are you treating your business? Is it that you just come, just pull out money from the business? Please, buy me shawarma over there. Buy me this one. Today I've tried. Give me one bag of unkobi over there. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself. I'm just saying that the way you portray yourself for your business, the way you handle your business is what your staff members are going to come into. There's no magic on earth you can perform. What you do, your staff members will replicate. If they see that you take money out of the business anyhow, they'll soon start taking money. If they see that you are not meticulous with your spending, they will help you not to be meticulous. With anything we're doing, my staff members are always trying to find, better, cheaper, affordable ways to do it. And I think that's a good culture where they just have a sense of, we can get it better somewhere and affordable. So culture reviewing is very important. Now, I have come to the end of this video, and I just want to say that I know that all of these things can sound overwhelming, and that is why I have provided a template pack for you as a growing business owner, where you can just take this template, make it your own, replicate it and use it for your own business. Check my description box. There's a link there that takes you to where you can get the templates. I made it very, very affordable so that everybody can have access to it. Please, I'm begging, if you really learned something in this video, I want this video to get to as many business owners that I know. I mean, I give regular updates, regular advice in my DM. I'm doing this video at 3 a.m. Today is Saturday, 3 a.m. So that's how serious it is for me, because I want to see you thrive. So the only thing I'm asking of you is to share this video everywhere you can share it. Your sales group chat, your church group chat that has business owners, your Instagram. Please share this video. Somebody might just need it. I think the only thing that I did not add is reviewing your response template and your FAQ. So I always check our DM to check what our customers are always asking for over and over again. So for example, I realize that my customers still don't know the names of the colors of t-shirts that we have. So one of the things I'm going to pay attention to in the month of June is to continually share on our story, put the colors of our t-shirts so that they can get acquainted with the colors. So this is something that I've noticed based on the conversations that have been in our DM all through May. There's always, okay, somebody calls turquoise blue, mint green. To avoid general mix-up in the future, I want to just keep ringing it in their head that this thing is called turquoise blue, this is mint. If you are not constantly checking your frequently asked questions on your page, in your DM, in your comment, you just keep losing customers, because now people are asking the same questions over and over again and nobody's responding to them. So we've come to the end of this video. I hope you've subscribed, because there's so much more coming. I mean, humbly, like I have quite a well of business knowledge. I've been doing business since I was probably 10. I was, opening my mom's shop. I never sold on credit no matter who you are. no matter who your father is. And I think all of those experiences really shaped what I'm currently building. So I want to beg you to please subscribe, because what I'm going to be sharing, only will Harvard. You can't find it in Harvard. You know, theory is different from practice. Finally, thank you so much for watching this video, and God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye guys. Signing out. See you in my next video. Bye guys, and make sure you subscribe. It doesn't bite. Subscribe.